week, CNN's Erin Burnett interviewed the president of Egypt, Sisi. She was trying to make the case for the usage of the term Islamic extremism, which, as many people know, many in the United States, including the media and advocates and members of the Muslim community, have asked and requested that that term not be used because it is misinformation and it is inaccurate. Sisi asserted to Erin Burnett that her case to use the Islamic extremism term is actually correct. Sisi, who's the president of one of the largest Arab nations and one with a very large Muslim population, confirmed and approved the term and said to Erin Burnett that yes, that is a correct term to use to describe terrorism that's happening around the world. Number one, Sisi does not represent Arab Americans or Arabs or Muslims all over the world. He does not speak for us. Number two, it's actually unfair and inaccurate. We would never say Christian extremism or Jewish extremism. So the fact that we're saying Islamic extremism makes it seem that Islam as a religion is an extreme religion. Number three, Sisi is not an American and has no business talking about what the United States should be saying or should not be saying. The President of the United States of America, Barack Obama, has refrained from using that. Law enforcement agencies have refrained, and even the media in most cases has refrained from using the term Islamic extremism.
Calling these organizations Islamic terrorists, the way it's heard, the way it's received by our friends and allies around the world is that somehow Islam is terroristic. And that then makes them feel as if they're under attack. In some cases, it makes it harder for us to get their cooperation in fighting terrorism. So do I think that if somebody uses the phrase Islamic terrorism, that it's a huge deal? No. There's no doubt that these folks think that and claim that they're speaking for Islam. But I don't want to validate what they do. If you had an organization that was going around killing and blowing people up and said, we're on the vanguard of Christianity, as a Christian, I'm not going to let them claim my religion and say you're killing for Christ. I would say that's ridiculous. That's not what my religion stands for. Call these folks what they are, which is killers and terrorists. And that's what we've been trying to do, is to make sure that A, we don't validate their claims that somehow they speak for Islam, because they don't, and B, making sure that we do not make Muslims, who are well-meaning and our natural allies on this fight, because these groups are killing more Muslims than they're killing anybody else, make sure that they don't feel as if somehow this is some contest between the West and Islam.
Now, are there extremists who happen to be Muslim? Yes, but we should not be labeling an entire religion by saying Islamic extremism. Really, Erin Burnett, quoting a dictator suppressing the rights of his people who came through a coup?